Hello, welcome back to the channel. Got lots of trailers to catch up on, so I think we're just gonna jump straight into this. This is Skeleton Crew, the new Star Wars show that's coming out. Don't really know too much about it other than Jude Law, isn't it? And I love Jude Law. But other than that, can't actually remember much of the details. It seems like we get a new Star Wars show every other month, and very few of it seems to get a continuation of any kind of degree. I forgot to medicate. I knew it was something I was meant to do. Well, poo. I guess we do that when we finish this. So, all the more reason to get into this reaction. So let's see what we can see.
Tomorrow's test will set the course of your entire future.
Don't you ever want to do anything exciting? Like what? What if we could go anywhere we want in the whole galaxy? A real adventure. No more pretend. I found something buried in the woods. What do you think it is?
I think it's a lost Jedi temple. Hello?
Be careful where you step. We're lost. Really lost.
'Tis dangerous out there in space. Trust no one.
You're a Jedi.
Nope, I didn't ask you to stop playing. Honestly, that's pretty dope. I think there's definitely I mean, we've had. I've never seen. I know there's been like Lucasfilm made limited shows or like direct to video films back in the 90s, the Ewok sort of things, which probably like this existed to fill that gap in. Sorry, that existed to fill a gap in where you've got kind of like family, younger audience led protagonists for people to look onto. But a lot of the recent Star Wars stuff seems to be very much like still well, most of the Star Wars TV stuff recently doesn't seem particularly aimed for that audience. I mean, certainly Acolyte is pretty dark and adult in some areas. Mandalorian is pretty violent. The Book of Boba Fett is pretty violent in some areas. A show which is like action adventure, bunch of kids going on this cool fairy tale style adventure is definitely something that's not been in Star Wars for a long time. Certainly it's not been in Star Wars whilst I've been alive. And it certainly would be something that I would look onto with a lot of enthusiasm if it came out when I was younger. And even now, watching this trailer, there's a lot of excitement kind of building up in me, because it's something, as much as I love gritty sci-fi and really grounded sci-fi, there's something that I also need to feel in my bones, which is that youthful optimism part of sci-fi, and I doubt this is going to be the former. This is certainly going to be the latter of that, and certainly it seems to be grabbing the attention of my cat Lily, who is sitting here staring at the trailer with a lot of enthusiasm for a cat. Anyway, there she is. If you can see her, there we go. Maybe we should skip through this. This trailer's 3 weeks old, so
We'll set the...
Lily. There is something interesting to be seen from no, let's scrub it further. I'll say what I mean to say. Sorry, that was Lily pushing the page down button on my keyboard.
Tomorrow's test. We'll set tomorrow's test.
So, from the same crowd that I know has brought you How Dare There Be Screws and Bricks and whatever else in Star Wars. Not in my sci-fi, we now have the latest criticism, which is, oh no, there is a suburb in Star Wars. And okay. Part of me gets it. Part of me is like, I get it. I should probably get rid of this message from the last there we go. Get rid of that. Get out of here. Okay, I get it. Part of me is kind of like, this doesn't feel Star Warsy. This feels like Earth. So like, I get it. And it's like how, I mean, it's like how in Guardians of the Galaxy, they appear on a planet which is basically suburban America, and that's meant to be like part of the visual gag. So I do get it. But also, if you consider Star Wars as like this ad infinitum galaxy and its diversity, then inevitably there will be a planet that just happens to look like this. And maybe they could have done more to disguise it, but there's been plenty in Star Wars that has like just made this is recycled Earth stuff and not even disguise it. I mean, look, a whole bunch of the like, if we can get away with showing Aztecian temples as being alien, we can get away with modern America being looking as alien. Because frankly, to suggest otherwise is actually quite racist. So, you know, Lily, I need you to just like stop
Test.
what you're doing.
We'll set the course of your entire future.
I mean, big mood. Big can relate with the anxiety. So I don't know Christopher Ford has done, which I know John Watts is of Spider-Man fame. So Lily, get off my keyboard. See, like, this is fine. This looks fairly futuristic-y enough. I can buy this as a Star Wars place. I mean, it does look a bit too computer generated, but this is fine. So like, if you include this in the larger scheme of all the shots, I mean, this looks more something I'd see out of Star Trek, to be honest, but still.
Don't you ever want to do anything?
And look, you can get there's an American diner in Star Wars. Presumably there's like a whole place of there's a planet with a whole place of things like this on.
Exciting? Like what?
And then obviously we know Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
What if we could go anywhere we want?
I think this is a shot which has been like pissing people off, but like it's still futuristic-y enough.
In the whole galaxy. A real adventure. No more pretend.
Like this is something straight out of like early 2010s, early 2000s Disney XD as a show. So I the visuals, the color scheme, the blue dark elements. I don't know why that's a popular color palette for children's sci-fi. It's like blue and dark, but for some reason it is.
I found something buried in the woods.
I like the implication here that no one actually rides bikes anymore. It's just all speeder bikes. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But it's like speeder bikes are technically motorbikes. So like you'd think it'd be like a more... The reason why bikes are allowed for kids nowadays is because they're not powered by anything. So they're arguably like safer.
What do you think it is?
I think it's a lost Jedi temple.
Again, this is like straight out of like this is a pretty like common like trope from kids TV, children's TV, family TV. I need to stop saying kids TV. But with Star Wars, and it's like this is like ticking all these boxes for me.
Hello? Be careful where you step.
And then they get to the point where they find a trapdoor that leads them into the venture, and we have the instigating incident. Some degree of horror that's appropriate for a young audience. Ticks that box too.
We're lost. Really lost.
And then the whimsy adventure.
'Tis dangerous out here in space. Trust no one.
And the kids to getting into like scraps and having to fight their way out. It's all ticking boxes, and people are gonna find something to hate in this, and I'm like, come on, it's Star Wars. And then you have Jude Law as a mysterious
You're a Jedi.
I have to say, seeing the other kind of photos of the character, this has to be a bit. This has to be a thing where it's like, oh, I'm all spooky, and then he's like, no, not really. And it's a 4-month wait. Lily, a 4-month wait. It's a long time. So yeah, I'm actually pretty dope for this. I think it's exciting. I think it looks exciting. I think it looks like it fills a current gap. It's a shame that we have to like do these one at a time. No, that doesn't make any sense because obviously they can't make them all at the same time. But it's hopefully it's something that's not just like a one done, because this is filling a gap that other shows aren't. So like I hope it progresses more. Anyway, that's my reaction to that. Next up on the things to react to is should we do this section? Should we do the section 31 trailer? Section 31, then Star Trek Lower Decks, then Mufasa, then Moana 2, and then I think we're done. I think we're caught up then. God, I'm such a completionist. It's really annoying. Nope. See, I'm trying to reach down to press my stream deck, and Lily's seeing that as an excuse to... Look, you can set my lap like River does. That'd be much easier.